What is up, YouTube? It's gonna be my second video in as many days, I believe. Here, just going for a walk, putting the miles on. A little bit of support from my other mentors in the game that are participating in the weight loss challenge. Now, I'm not by any means saying that I don't think I need to lose weight, but I could reshuffle or redistribute it a little bit differently. But yeah, so today we're just taking a walk through the neighborhood. Looks like my favorite and best wingman here is also the worst, because look at that grip. He is passed out. This is what happens. It's the best wingman because I love rolling with him. He's my son. But in the same token, he always passes out on me, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. He's a grown boy. He needs his rest. He's in the top percentile because I'm not saying I'm tall, but I'm not short. And my wife is tall for a lady, so this guy's probably gonna be tall. This, I don't know if I've introduced him to the channel at all, but that's Mr. Chico. Good boy. It's a cute little cat dog, we call him. Sits on the top of the couch like a cat. But he barks like a dog. Well, look who decided to rise up. Hey, buddy. Still with me? Just barely. So this is my son's favorite run that we're doing. He likes taking this pathway. We walk around the neighborhood and into a little patch of forest that you can see right in there. It's good for the puppy. I mean, it's a dog this small. He could literally get his exercise just doing a couple laps around the house. But it's also good for my son to be outdoors, smell some fresh air. And you know what? It's good for me too. Good for me too. I enjoy it. Putting some miles on the legs, getting outside, being in the trees a little bit. It's very calming. And I'm a nature guy. I love nature. It's soothing and therapeutic for me. One thing I've been kind of thinking about a lot today, Wheelburner gave me a shout on his vlog today. Very much appreciated, but it's food for thought too, you know. As hard as it is to get my foot in the door, I can't give up, because I know that there's other guys just like him that want to see us new people coming in, guys and gals. Thanks for that, Wheelburner. I'll make sure to emphasize correctly, guys and gals that are entering the game. And it can be discouraging, you know, to hear from everybody around in the industry that there's a shortage of drivers. You go and you take the best course you can find, and then you hit a brick wall. And as I mentioned before, it's very discouraging, it's disheartening. But lucky for me, I've experienced plenty of failure, plenty of rejection in my life, to the point that it's not gonna make or break me. And if anything, it's just gonna empower me to continue. Because having faith is half the battle, but the other half is getting out there and putting your name out there, you know, put the sweat in, you know, face the hundreds of rejected phone calls, face the HR people and all that. And, you know, Dar even sent a message. I never replied yet, Dar. Sorry about that. But she made a point to say to give him a call. And even if it ends up not happening, I could always ask them where I went wrong, what I could do better, and just work off of that. Because in the industry I was before, fitness industry, one of the industries I was before, you know, I used to encourage all my clients. I was a personal trainer at one point, and I'd encourage people to fail forward. And what that means is to me anyways, and to anybody who accepts it for what I'm saying it is that, you know, you're never gonna be good at anything you start for the first time. You know, you're never gonna have what it takes to understand the ins and outs of anything. That goes with working out, eating correctly or healthy, you know, truck driving, you know, backing a trailer into a dock, stuff like that. You're never just gonna walk into something and be great at it. It's not a realistic expectation for us to have of ourselves. So I would encourage all of my clients, listen, we're gonna fail forward until we failed so much in the right direction that is no longer failing. So what that means is, for people that took me on as their trainer, you know, one of the first things we would do is have a consultation. And in that consultation, we would have a conversation and find out not only what motivates the person to want to be in the gym, but we would also go through a physical, so, you know, basically like a road test for your body to see what your physical capabilities and limitations would be. So that way, hey, yucky. So that way we could truly figure out what is the best course of action for us to get this client moving in the right direction to achieve their fitness goals. You know, and, you know, upon thinking of that, you know, it's no different for me. Like, it's not fitness, but I'm the new client. I'm the new guy that doesn't know nothing. I need the guidance. I need to gain the experience one way or another. And having a sour attitude about a perceived failure, I don't even perceive it as a failure not getting selected this time around, because I'm new. You know, like, ego has to get checked at the door when you start something new. You know, no matter, I have over a decade in concrete, I have over a decade experience in the gym, you know, but that doesn't mean that, you know, I'm good at those things. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be a benefit to the trucking industry or any company that hires me until I've put my time in. So I understand this. And that said, you know, I'm in much better spirits today. You know, I will be giving them a call next week just to find out what or if went wrong, and I'll build off of that. And as I said in my last video, it's not the end, because now they know me. They know my face. The sit down portion of the interview went fantastic. The HR lady was wonderful. The gentleman I did my road test with was, you know, great guy, super nice man. You know, and I at the end of the day, I feel like they like me enough as a person at that road test and interview that once I'm good enough to their standards, I think it'll be a no-brainer, you know, if that's the way things go. Because ultimately, as Brian had mentioned before, Wheel Burner, that whoever gives me the shot, they're gonna have my undying loyalty, because this is not just for me. You know, I'm different than some of the people that just want to get in a truck and just go drive a truck because whatever, you know. My father has about 3 decades in the game. I grew up around trucks, and that's probably why it wasn't my first choice of what I wanted to do with my life once I grew up. But I always knew what the possibilities and the potential that was in it. So I think that because of that, I am an absolute really good candidate for this. Because although I didn't choose it, I was around it long enough to, I grasp a lot of what I believe I need to in a positive way. And like I said, I'm able to check my ego at the door. You know, I understand that, look at this guy. I understand that there's gonna be that learning curve. And I'm here for it, you guys. I'm here for it. I accept it. I'm not the one yet, but when I finally turn into the one, sorry, this twig right here is making funny noise. Once I acquire what I need to stand out amongst the other new drivers or other possible candidates for these roles, that it'll be because I earned it. You know, so that said, you guys, you know, I want to end off this little video with just sending out good vibes. I feel good, you know. I had my few minutes where I needed to sulk a little bit, but that doesn't get us in the game, does it? So we just got to keep pushing. We got to keep trying, keep shaking hands, keep meeting people, introducing ourselves, and one of those doors that we knock on will be the one that we get to walk through. So, you know, I'm gonna keep the faith. I know that everything I'm doing it for the right reasons, and I know that wherever I go, I'm gonna leave a lasting impression, because I fully intend on giving whatever company gives me a shot at a return on their investment in me. Because let's get real, guys, when you start something new, they're investing in you. They're investing in you as a new employee to learn, you know, learn the ropes and be a good exemplary person and representation of an employee, you know, and I take that to heart. So, you know, I'll close with this, guys. Keep your eyes focused on the prize, and don't let yourself be discouraged, because focusing on one bump in the road will always make you lose focus. And all you truck drivers out there, you know that you don't look at the front of the hood, you look into the horizon, you keep that truck straight. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep my truck straight until I finally get in one. All right, guys, God bless. Peace.